Welcome back to Movies and Cool Stuff. I hope you're all keeping safe and well. When I checked Twitter this morning, I saw everybody responding to a nifty graphic from Entertainment Weekly picking who they would choose for their Avengers team. And I thought this could make a good video for that YouTube channel I never upload on. And the rest is history. I don't think Entertainment Weekly set out any specific rules when they posted this, but because I like to make life difficult for myself, I've decided to only pick one character from each row. It just makes it a bit more of a challenge. Let's get going with the $1 characters, and here we have Vision, Quicksilver, Falcon, Bucky, War Machine. So I should clarify at this point that in my mind the Avengers need to be an extremely powerful team, because they're going up against some of the most formidable foes in the universe. So with that in mind, the obvious choice here is Vision, and frankly I'm shocked that he is this low down on the chart. The guy's got intangibility, he can wield Thor's hammer, he's got a powerful laser in his forehead. I mean, I don't really know what else you could ask for in a team member. So Vision is the obvious choice. Just for posterity, let's go over the others. Quicksilver really brings nothing to the table in my opinion. I mean, at least when the Flash runs quickly, weird stuff tends to happen, whereas when Quicksilver runs quickly, he really just annoys people as far as I'm aware. So not really at the level that we're looking for on this team. I really like Falcon and Bucky as characters, but they just are nowhere near as powerful as Vision, so it would make no sense to pick them in this context. Similar story with War Machine, except he's also quite boring, so again, it's got to be a no. Moving on to the $2 row, and here we have Rocket, Drax, Nebula, Happy Hogan, and Scarlet Witch. First of all, why is Happy Hogan even here? He's not an Avenger. My mind boggles that Happy Hogan made it into this, and for some reason Valkyrie and Okoye aren't even mentioned. Like, that's pretty brutal and doesn't make much sense to me. Obviously it's going to be a no. The clear choice for me in this one has got to be Scarlet Witch. She is one of the most powerful people in the MCU. She almost beat Thanos single-handedly in Avengers Endgame, and I still haven't gotten over it. I am acutely aware that she has done some terrible things in the comic books, and I'm a little bit nervous about putting her on a team with Vision because I think their relationship could get a little bit complicated, but she's just too powerful to pass up, unfortunately. Other people in this row, Rocket and Drax. Rocket is just way too antagonistic. I don't need someone who's going to be winding me up all the time. And Drax is all brawn, but he doesn't really have any of the brains, and I think it's important to have some intellect in your team members. Nebula is one of my favourite MCU characters, and she's definitely a close second on this row. I think maybe if I was putting together a covert secret Avengers team, then she probably would have made the cut, but in this case, again, we're going for power. It's got to be Scarlet Witch. It's the only option. It really is. Moving on to the $3 row, where we have Loki, Wasp, Star-Lord, Gamora, and Groot. First of all, let me say, I love Loki. I think he's a great character, but he's not getting on my Avengers team because he's just not trustworthy. I don't need a team member who's going to betray me at a pivotal moment. It's just not convenient. Star-Lord is just a complete idiot. He's way too hot-headed. As far as I'm concerned, he caused the snap in Avengers Infinity War by losing his temper on Titan, and I just cannot forgive him for that. So he will not be on the team. Groot is obviously a very nice guy, but I think communication is key on any team, and I just think the whole I am Groot thing is going to be too confusing for people. That brings it down to Gamora and Wasp, and these are two very competent characters. I'm sure both would be valuable additions to the team, but I think I'm going to have to go with Wasp, purely because her size manipulation powers, I think, are a really nice unique selling point that would broaden the power set of our team. So she's in. Let's move to the $4 row now, where we have Hawkeye, Spider-Man, Ant-Man, Doctor Strange, and Black Panther. First of all, let me just say that Hawkeye does not belong this high up. I guess it was out of respect because he's one of the founding Avengers in the movies, but don't kid yourself, he is not worth $4. I think Spider-Man is too young to be seriously considered. I don't really know what Tony Stark was thinking when he tracked down this random teenager in the middle of New York City. It was kind of creepy behaviour, but we'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Ant-Man is a cool character, but as we've literally just added a size manipulator to the team, I'll say we probably don't need another one. I would make it a priority to train Wasp in going giant though, because I think that's a really useful skill to have. So that brings us to Black Panther and Doctor Strange, and this is a really tough one, because on the one hand, we want Wakanda on our side and their considerable resources, but on the other hand, Doctor Strange is a very powerful sorcerer who can do pretty amazing things. So this really comes down to the wire. I think I'm going to say Black Panther, because I don't want to invest too heavily in sorcery just in case we were to come up against a foe who's resistant to that sort of power. And Black Panther has great technology but also great contacts, including Okoye and Shuri, so I think that is the wise choice. And finally we've got the $5 row comprised of Captain America, Iron Man, Black Widow, Thor and Hulk. So straight away I'm going to say Iron Man is a no. I'm still harbouring resentment over the whole Ultron debacle as well as the Sokovia Accords. Plus we've already got great technology on the team thanks to Black Panther, so I don't really know what Iron Man is bringing to the table. Similarly, I'm going to say Hulk is a no because he's just too unreliable. I know he's Professor Hulk at the moment, but that could really change at any moment and he could go back to his angry ways, and we just don't need that kind of mess. So that means the candidates we have left are Captain America, Black Widow and Thor, and I should say that what I'm really looking for here is a leader. I don't really see much leadership material in the characters that we've enlisted so far. Possibly Black Panther, but as the King of Wakanda I feel like he's probably got enough on his plate already. Maybe he wouldn't be able to devote himself to managing a team of Avengers as well. So, we're looking for someone who can fully commit themselves to leading the team and preferably having a little bit of experience in this area too. So when you put it like that, it's really got to be Captain America. I may be biased because he is one of my favourite characters, but I think he's proven himself as a very strong leader. And although maybe he's not quite as powerful as some of the other members of the team, I think he would know how best to utilise them. So that means our complete team is comprised of Vision, Scarlet Witch, Wasp, Black Panther and Captain America. I feel like that's a really sturdy team. We've got a good blend of magic and technology, and I think I would trust them in a crisis, although I admit there is a slim chance that Scarlet Witch might inadvertently destroy everything. That wouldn't be ideal. Thank you very much for joining me for this little piece of escapism. I sincerely do hope that you are keeping safe and well, and I'll be back with another video in approximately 3 to 6 months.